Whatever you just put in that glass, that is exactly what you're going to get out.
If you choose yourself, that would be selfish. I'm your host, Eric Brown, and with me in the house, Mr. Mike Jones. What's up, man?
Absolutely in the house, baby. What's going on?
Oh, living the dream, living the dream.
So I am going to ask Eric to read something from our 365 positive thoughts of the day. And it's really a beautiful message. I'm talking about smoking hot. And I just want you to, just for a moment, listen with the intent to be influenced.
Yeah, so we have been taught that choosing yourself first is selfish. Unselfishness is not available to you until you choose yourself first. You cannot give away what you do not have.
Oh my God, what an incredibly powerful message. Because I know, especially down here in the Bible Belt, y'all, that we are taught that if we choose ourselves, that we're being selfish. In fact, we teach all of our little kids when they're growing up and playing sports, look, kid, there is no I in team. In other words, if you choose yourself or if you see yourself as an I in team, then you are being selfish. Now, I need y'all to be with me today because this is going to push up against your paradigm. It's going to go against what you've been taught and very likely going to go against how you've been living your life. But let's just get real here. I just want to have an authentic conversation. In order for me to be able to give away something, I have to possess it. If I do not possess it, it's just an illusion that this empty palm can somehow produce whatever it is that I say I want to give away. Unless I have gone out and received the gifts that life offers, then I do not possess the things necessary to be able to give them away. Now, I have raised 4 boys, and in order for me to teach them how to be self-confident, I had to own self-confidence. I had to be self-confident in order for me to teach them how to be gentle and fair to each other, how to treat each other with respect. I had to possess fairness and respect in order for me to give them the gift of those things. Now, this is not a conversation about being selfish when we're talking about picking yourself. This is a conversation about being a powerful self that says that everything that I possess, then I am going to give it away because givers gain. But the message right now that you need to receive as you are now seeking more self-confidence, as you are seeking more of the ability to be more of an extrovert and put yourself out there, is that unless you possess those things, you cannot give them away.
Yeah, so Mike, though, I definitely feel a bit selfish in this aspect. Like if I go out and I go get a workout in, I may be taking time away from work or taking time away from the family. So isn't that a bit selfish because I'm doing something that I truly want and need?
So, but think about this from this perspective, Eric. So I'm glad you said that because somebody out there is very likely looking at it from that perspective as well. Is a healthier you more valuable to the people at work? Yes or no?
Yes.
Is a healthier you more valuable to the people at home? Yes or no?
Yes.
Is a more healthier you going to be a more healthier parent for your children? Yes or no?
Yes.
So me taking the time to take care of myself brings more value to those situations and to those relationships than if I were just to give them all of my time and not take care of myself.
Yeah, but my mom, I mean, I love my mom to death. She taught me to, help others and give I would give the shirt off my back to someone to help and support them.
But and you know what, Eric? That's the point. You cannot give away a shirt off of your back unless you have a shirt on your back. In other words, you can't give away something that you don't have. There is nothing that is absolutely against the message of taking care of people, being there for people, giving to people. The understanding, though, from a point of being authentic, is that you can't give it away unless you own it, unless you possess it.
Okay, so I think I'm connected to it, but I've got an example that I want to fly by you from my professional life. So recently, I've had a couple of different folks kind of coming at me for my time, and I've said, "Hey, stop the press. No, put it on my calendar. If it's not on my calendar, we're not going to meet kind of without some scheduled time." Is that selfish because I'm putting it very strict on my calendar in order to meet with these folks?
And you know, Eric, it's kind of hard for me to speak to that particular situation because I don't know your situation. But what I do know is that if the appropriateness of the when you speak to them has been identified based upon your outcome, then there is a moment of appropriateness that is going to be needed to determine how you give away the things that you possess. Now, me giving away the things that I possess to any and everybody in the world is not necessarily a healthy thing to do. If I am giving money or resources to someone who is a panhandler, I am now giving them something that is going to allow them to exist where they are. If I can find a way to give them something that's going to be a hand up rather than a hand out, that is the way that I choose to give the resources that I have. So you have got to be the one who determines what resources you give, who you give those resources to, and when you give those resources to them based upon your values, based upon your outcome.
Okay, got it. But I know for a fact many of us have been taught that choosing yourself is in fact selfish, that you should put others nobly before yourself. So you're saying that that's wrong?
I'm saying it's absolutely wrong unless you possess the things that you need to give away. I am saying put other people first after you have possessed the things or gained the things that you need. Here's an example. You know, for somebody that may be struggling with this, okay? Awesome. Let's just say you just sat down on an airplane. Oh, we're about to take all of the excuses away right now. So be with me because I know that you can intellectualize this. You just sat down on an airplane. They closed the door, pull the jet bridge away from the airplane. The flight attendants are doing what the flight attendants do in that moment. They are making some safety announcements. Flight attendant gets to this particular announcement and she says, if this cabin becomes depressurized, once we get above 14,500 feet, there is going to be an oxygen mask that is going to fall from the ceiling. Now, I want you to think with me for a moment. What are you instructed to do first?
You're instructed to put it on yourself first.
Oh my goodness. But wouldn't that be selfish? I mean, you selfish son of a gun. I mean, wouldn't that be selfish?
Got it. So if you don't take care of yourself, you will not be able to take care of others.
And that is the message today, y'all. This is not a conversation about being selfish. This is a conversation about being a powerful self. Understanding that when you have the courage to go out and get the resources, when you have the courage to go out and get the knowledge, when you have the courage to go out and amass the things that are going to allow you to be a powerful self, those are now gifts that you possess. And I absolutely agree with your mama and your daddy. Give it away to everybody that you can, that you feel that is appropriate to give it away to, and absolutely understand that givers gain and takers lose. So this is simply about understanding that I got to go do the work on me first. And as soon as I do the work on me and I possess these things, I can give all of it away to anybody that I choose to give it to.
So choose yourself. Be a powerful self.
Absolutely. And while you are building up to being that powerful self, all of the things that you possess that are now yours to give away, the more and more you get out on that edge, baby, you will absolutely know how to play this game more successfully and how to lift people up in the process of doing so. And remember this, if you're not out on that edge, you're not out on that edge, you're taking up far too much risk.
Here we go now.